How we doing, guys? We're back here at Munster High School here at the O-Rama. I'm Mike Dewan, and this is Coach Cody French, Michigan City head coach. Coach, we're getting started. How's camp been so far?
Yeah, so far so good. Good numbers. Kids are working hard. Most important thing is we've stayed injury-free, which is something we're really focused on, getting through the summer, making sure we have all our guys available. So far so good, and I like where we're at.
Perfect. Any surprises so far of camp? So far?
We got some young linemen that have stepped up that
Okay.
I think are doing a great job. I really like our young receivers. We got a good competition at the receiver position. There's been some standouts there. So O-line and the receiver position. Then we got some battles on the D-line as well. So.
Perfect. Competition's always good, for a team.
Yep.
Obviously you were at Cal for the past 2 years.
Yep.
What was that move like coming to Michigan City?
Yeah, I mean, so far the transition's been good. We had some success at Calumet, a lot of good time there. Job's a little more similar to when I was at Elkhart, so I'm used to this level of football, used to the the type of athletes that we have and the competition we're going to face. So, but it's a lot bigger operation. That's the biggest difference. We got 19 coaches at Calumet. We were working with 7, so just balancing the staff and making sure our kids are getting better in and out from top to bottom every day has been the biggest transition.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
What's the main difference going from GSSC play to the DAC? The best of the best.
Yeah, I think it's the biggest difference for us is our ability to practice. We got a lot of depth. It's easier to run a efficient practice where you feel like you're getting better across the board because we got some kids who don't start for us that are really good players that are pressing our starters that are forcing us to get better every day. So that's the biggest difference.
Gotcha. I want to talk about Jaden Hart, of course, a little bit.
Yeah.
Of course, the team. It's great to have a weapon like him, a Syracuse commit.
Yep.
What can you say about him and what he brings to your offense?
Yeah, he's a good football player, but everybody knows that. He's a great leader for us and a really good kid. He's like a 4.0, 3.8 GPA kid. He doesn't miss anything. He holds kids accountable. So as good as he is as a football player, he's the same level of leader. And I think that when you have that, you have a chance to be really good. And if we have success this year, he'll be a key factor in that.
Gotcha. And of course, you need people to help him out now.
Yeah.
Who are those guys that with him that'll help the Wolves come back?
Yeah, so I feel like we have a talented roster. Tyler Bush, our quarterback, is a kid who I think will end up being a scholarship football player after this year. Our left tackle is actually he committed last week. It'll be coming out sometime in the next week or two where he's going. Division I player as well. I really like our backup running back too, and then our receivers. There's too many to really pick an individual that stands out.
Gotcha.
We got a really, really good group of wide receivers. We'll play a lot of guys there this year.
Perfect. Closing out with this a little bit, it's been these last couple of years been a roller coaster for Michigan City, I'd say. It was a great year, I believe, in 21. I think they went 9-4, and I think won the regional or got to the regional, and then last year was a 2-8 year.
Yep.
So how do we get back to 21? And
I spent a lot of time talking about our offense because I call the offense, but I think for us to have a successful season, it's going to be our defense. We got a lot of returning starters, a lot of returning very productive players on the defensive side of the ball, led by our linebackers, Caden Pierce and Jahari Branch, are 2 really good players that had a good season last year.
Gotcha.
That I think we can have a really good defense, and they've had a history of successful defenses, and we're looking to keep that going. So.
Perfect. I think also week 1 you open up with Warsaw, I believe.
Yeah.
What's how are they looking?
That's why we're here. We want to see Flexbone. So I think that Bart Curtis is a great football coach. They run a great program from top to bottom. I've coached against him and I've coached against Mishawaka. So they're a really good team. We got a lot of work to do to get ready for what they run on offense, but if we're disciplined and we execute, it should be a good football game.
Awesome. Well, Coach, it's been a pleasure. It's nice to meet you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, appreciate
again, I'm Mike Dewan here with Region Sports Network, the only game in town.